good to say hello once again to the one and only Arnold Allen. There he is. Arnold Allen.
Hey,
How are
what's up,
you,
man?
sir?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Are you on the beach?
Yeah. Well, I'm just I've left the pub. I'm outside the pub.
Oh, wow.
Uh, yeah, yeah. It's the pub's over there.
Oh,
Well,
I see.
beach is
Okay.
here. So yeah.
I didn't know there were
See
many.
that?
Are you in England right now?
Yeah, I'm in England. I'm in England.
Are you in
Back home.
Ipswich?
Just down the road. I'm in. It's called Felixstowe. It's just outside my little village. It's nice.
Wow, what a scene this is. A pub across the street
Yeah,
from
man.
the beach. You've got what is that? A Hawaiian shirt on? What do you got over there?
I don't know. I bought it when I went out as a drug dealer one night. I went out in fancy dress and I went out like Miami Vice style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're looking
Some
great.
charity show. I thought, thank you.
It's a phenomenal look. Before I talk to you about your fight, Arnold, I just have to ask because there was some massive news late last night regarding a pioneer, trailblazer for English MMA, European MMA, Michael Bisping, announcing his retirement. And I've seen you kind of interact with him, and I know you tweeted him something, either it was this morning or late last night. What does Michael Bisping mean to you?
He's Bisping's an inspiration. Like he was, he was a guy. He came back from so many like things. No one would have ever thought Bisping was going to be a world champion, but against all the odds, he did it. He just kept working and working and working. First British world champion, or first English world champion, more to the point as well. He proved everyone wrong, and he's a big inspiration, a huge inspiration. He's a pioneer for everyone in Britain, especially.
You ever have a chance to meet him, train with him, any interactions with him?
I've met him. I met him briefly. Like I don't know him well personally. I've met him briefly.
Was this a guy who you stayed up late at night to watch? Like, was he one of your favorites as you were coming up?
Yeah, I used to stay up till like 4 or 5 in the morning to watch the pay-per-views. As a kid, I'd beg my mom and dad to get the pay-per-view so I'd watch it. If not, I'd be streaming it illegally. But yeah, I was always up watching these fights, especially when he was fighting. I was watching 4 or 5 in the morning. Some guy on a bike, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, that was the main thing. Stay up 4 in the morning. That sucked, but it was worth it to watch these guys fight. So.
Favorite Michael Bisping moment?
When he won the title, it had to be. Yeah. When he won the title. I think especially after the first fight with Rockhold, no one expected him to win, especially with a knockout. Like no one expected him to win the second fight, and even myself, I was a bit doubtful, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I was, I wouldn't have put a bet on it. So.
Yeah, I feel like most people would pick that. So now let's talk about you and what you experienced on Sunday. It just didn't feel like the fight was going your way leading into the third. How would you assess it? What was going wrong for you, and why was it going wrong?
I just didn't get going really. It was just shit night. Like he had a great performance. He fought well, and he surprised us with a couple of things. He had like different tools than we expected. Like I watched his previous fights. He wasn't really a guy that shot double legs or anything. And then on the night of the fight, he started shooting these power double legs like he was GSP. I was surprised. I was like, "What the hell is this guy doing?" And I had a little bit of. I wasn't gonna mention it, but I'm gonna mention it. I had a bit of like flu for the last couple of weeks. I haven't been able to like breathe properly. I've been coughing up all night and everything. But whatever, it is what it is. I got the win, so I don't need to make excuses.
Wow. Were you close to pulling out?
Nah, you know what? I'm going to mention it. I had a bit of like bank right now, and 4 weeks I haven't been able to like breathe. Chance of pulling out. If I pulled out, it's back to work. So no, there was never. If I pulled out, it's back to
15 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. Heading into the fight.
They still haven't paid me, so yeah.
How are you surviving off 15 pounds?
Oh mate, I don't know. I'm ducking and diving. I'm making it work. I'm buying shirts from the charity shop. That's what's happening.
Are you sweating that? Are you nervous?
What, nervous they're not going to pay me?
No, are you? I mean, just like when you go to your bank account and you see 15 pounds. Does that make you nervous?
I've had -500 before. It's
oh my gosh! When was that?
Yeah. It was actually before I had my UFC debut. I had the fight, and I had minus 500 at the moment of signing the contract. And I remember, obviously, I won a bonus in that fight too. And I went into the bank when I got the bonus paid in, and they were all giving me funny looks. Like, they were sort of like, "We know you don't have money. Where's this come from?" I'm like, "Won something." Yeah, I feel I was up to no good.
Wow. Well, good for you. I'm happy that you not only won, but you get the win bonus as well. Obviously, you haven't fought in quite some time, so that probably hurt, right? I mean, were you able to make money of any kind during the layoff? You haven't fought since March of last year. Were you able to make any
Yeah.
income, or is that why it's so low?
Yeah, I haven't been able to make any income since then. So.
Okay.
Mm.
And why
Yeah,
the
it's
long
been rough.
layoff? You had what were you battling? You had an injury, correct?
Yeah, I had some other stuff, but as well, like some bullshit, but whatever. Um, yeah, I fractured my hand sparring. I was sparring with Mansour Banui. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but I think he's on the £1 million or $1 million lightweight tournament at the minute. I can't remember who's putting it on. I think it's Rogue. But yeah, he's a tough guy, and I hit him with a left hand, and I fractured the side of my hand, and it put me out for a few months. So yeah, I was supposed to fight last year in October, but I had to decline, obviously, because of that hand injury. And then the time I was ready to fight, January, someone sent my visa to the wrong person, and someone somewhere, I don't know who, I won't know, whatever happened. And yeah, that happened. Now we're here. Yeah.
Are you able to elaborate on that? Did you have some sort of legal issues that you had to clear up?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was out there before. I got accused of some stuff. It's not exactly how it went down, but I don't want to go into it. There's more,
Okay.
yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It's done. I got accused of what I got accused of, but yeah, cool.
It's all cleared up now?
Fine. Yeah, it's all cleared up now. It's all cleared up.
So are you able to travel? Are you able to go to the States, Canada? Are you able to fight anywhere?
Yeah, I've been traveling. I was in Boston a few weeks before that fight. I actually flew to Boston for a few days. Went back to Montreal before, and then yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, you can't go to Boston because of this, that." And I'm like, well, "I was in Boston last week."
Right.
Yeah, so but I can go wherever. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So you don't want to necessarily set the record straight or clear up anything? No.
Nah, nothing needs to be said. I don't think. Nah.
Is that why you grew out the mustache to go incognito?
Undercover.
Yeah.
Oh, it's basically Ollie is Ollie Bin Mercier. He
Yeah.
has a nice mustache. And someone else, one of my teams, Mandel Nallo, he grew out a nice mustache. Mercer Bekdik grew out one at TriStar. I was like, man, all these guys have got cool mustaches. So I thought I'm gonna get involved with a mustache, and it's become a thing. I think it's it's funny. It is what it is. I don't think it looks good though. Just so everyone knows.
I have to say, I think it looks great. I think a blonde mustache works for some reason, and I feel like you have the kind of hair color that if you get a real thick one, like you sort of remind me of like a 1960s English detective, Arnold Allen. The color, I mean, you got the look.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll keep it. I'll keep it just for that.
Yes. Were you planning on shaving it before this great compliment?
No, it was just I wasn't sure what to do, to be honest. It's mixed, Some people insult me, some people compliment it, but I like the funny comments. It makes me laugh. I see them online.
Yes.
People saying I look like a serial killer or some stuff. I don't know what's going on, but yeah,
Keep
I
it.
like it.
Keep it. Keep it. I say
Yeah,
keep
I'm
it.
gonna keep.
What
You're
was
right. You're right.
what was your corner telling you in between the second and third round? Did you know that the submission was there? Was that just something that you saw in the moment? What was the plan of attack there?
The plan was definitely to finish him. Perez told me to start boxing short. Said I had to lower my stance with the double legs. So I had to sprawl hard. I had to be ready for the shots, and obviously I wasn't. I didn't. But yeah, obviously it's a choke I've caught before. It's something I've caught in the gym quite a lot, and I was surprised that he wasn't aware of the choke. So I felt he left his neck resting on my on the top of my arm for a second. And I was like, I think this is gonna work. And then he put his head lower, and it was in. And as soon as it was in, I wasn't gonna let go. I knew I had his neck. I knew I had his neck at that point. He did it, I think, in the first round. He put his head there, but he adjusted actually.
So
he recognized it.
What was that feeling like when he tapped, considering how the fight had been going, that you had pulled that? I mean, you looked somewhat relieved. What was that feeling like?
Definitely, I was definitely relieved. Like, I was confident still. I was like, still going to look for the knockout. I was going to try and finish. I wasn't going to quit for sure, but yeah, I was relieved. I was really relieved. Relief. That's the main feeling.
Of the 4 wins that you've had now in the UFC, does this one top them because of what you've had to overcome?
Yeah, I'm happy to be able to show I've got heart. I'm not a guy that's going to quit. I'm not going to fall over. And it's a learning fight. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back better. There's obviously other people out there in my division that are probably looking at that thinking, oh, it's an easy fight. I'll take it. But you know what? It was my worst night. So if you look at me on my worst night, I still get a win against a game opponent on his best night. That means something to me.
Now, you made headlines for the comeback, but you also made headlines for your post-fight interview when you brought in your father, good old Pacer.
Yeah.
And people got all up in arms about you kind of calling him out. But I recall in this show you made similar jokes. Of course, that it's not the same kind of stage. But do you regret making those jokes? Do you feel like people didn't get that you were making a joke? What's your take now after 2 days? Because people were all up in arms about you sort of incriminating your father.
Yeah, no, I don't regret it. It's just it's a joke me and my dad have always. Like when I was growing up, he was like, say it was early 2000s and stuff. He was taking a lot of steroids when he was doing the Strongman. It was just the culture. They were all taking steroids. I'd walk in his room, he was injecting, and he was always very open about it. And we never he was always very against me and my brother doing anything. He was like, look, I don't want you doing this shit, it'll ruin your life, all this and that, and you'll be dependent on it. He always talked to us like, not like we ever wanted to try it, but yeah. So we always make jokes at him and just stupid things. Make joke about him being angry when he was on steroids, the angry dinners, because he was on steroids or that. So it's just a joke between me and my dad. Yeah, I know some people don't get a joke, and especially as American guys watching an English guy making a joke, it's different. I think everyone that's English gets it, but yeah, it is what it is.
So when you see your dad doing that as a kid, you're never, you're never curious. You never say you want to do it yourself.
No, I was just thinking that's fucked up. I was just thinking that's messed up. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Yeah.
But isn't your brother? Yeah. Doesn't your brother do Strongman as well?
He does Strongman, but I'll be honest, he's dead scared of needles. So he's I think they've tried to get him on stuff, but they can't. He's too scared. He's too scared. Yeah, he won't take it. They said apparently the tactics are no good.
Wow. So I'm assuming he's not a very good strongman if he's not taking that stuff.
Not in the minute. I don't know.
He's doing well.
He used to be, but
okay, he's not doing all right.
He's doing
all right. Does your dad still compete?
No. He just trains. He trains still. 52, but he's doing all right. For a 52-year-old, he's doing well.
Yeah, I mean, I as a 35-year-old, I wish I was in the shape that he's in as a 52-year-old. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't know. I can recommend the supplements he's taking if you want. They'll get you there, I'm sure.
What, if anything, did USADA say to you after that? Were there any comments?
They haven't come knocking yet. Jeff ain't been banging at the door just yet. But I hope they do. They've never tested me in England. I don't know what it is. I've never been tested back home, so
wow.
They better do.
Something tells me they might test you now.
Bring them, more the merrier. I don't care.
And last time we spoke, you also told me that you banned your mom from attending your events because she incites fights. Is that ban still in place?
Yeah. You know what? She came to this one in Liverpool because I had someone drop out and I had a spare ticket. And I was like, there's only one person I can give it to, really. And but apparently she was fine. My brother was looking after her, so she was okay. She was well behaved.
Wow. So you lifted the ban now as a result. She's welcome back?
She's welcome. I think, yeah, she made a good display. No trouble. She was partying pretty hard after I actually left. I left the club before my mom and dad. They were still out. They're like, where are I? They were ringing me.
Wow.
I said, I'm in bed. Go away. Yeah. They're
Oh
still
my
out
God.
partying.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That is incredible. Did your dad care that you said that on national TV, or he knew you were just having a laugh?
Yeah. He knew I was having a laugh. Like, we always joke about it. I always joke about it.
What a relationship.
Yeah.
I love
we
it.
always busted. Yeah, it's standard.
And what about your dog? What's your dog's name again?
Trafford.
Trafford. What a great name. Is he still around?
Yeah. He is. He was down the beach here earlier, but my dad took him away.
Ah.
Just kept barking at everyone. Yeah. He's on bloody steroids as well, the dog.
What?
Yeah, he's got arthritis. The dog's got arthritis in his joints, so they're injecting some roids in his joints.
My gosh.
But he's it's a whole house full.
Yeah, Nick Diaz was right. Everyone's on steroids in the Allen household.
Even the dog.
Yeah.
Even the dog.
Is your dad injecting him, or is a doctor doing that?
My dad's doing it. He rang me up when I was in Montreal. I was like, Dad, you're going to kill my dog, man, please. He's like, no, I've done the science. It's good. And yeah, he seems fine. He seems okay.
Oh, wow.
I guess it's working. Yeah. He's a doctor as well.
Has anyone approached your family about doing some kind of reality show or something, like a fight pass show? I feel like this needs to be documented.
Nah, I don't know. I think my dad's been on TV a few times, some weird stuff in the 90s, but I don't know.
Doing what?
It would be funny. What was it? It was a strongman event. He did some sort of strongman event, but basically he'll tell you the story if you ever meet him. But they wanted it was a journalist and a reporter wanted to pull him up on the steroid talk, and there was a lot of trouble with steroids in the 90s and this and that. And basically they asked him, and he just said, yeah, I'll take this, and I'll take that. I'll take this much of this. And the guy was like, oh, what do you do with that? He just told us everything. I think they were expecting him to be like, no, I don't take anything. I don't take anything. But he just told them everything.
Oh, my God.
It's quite funny.
Unbelievable.
I
never met your dad, but I love him. He cracks me up.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. He's a sweetheart. For sure.
And one of the all-time great names, Pacer Allen. I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah. What a weird name, Pacer. Yeah. Arnold's. He called me Arnold, so we got a gift too.
Arnold is a fantastic name as well. Your name, Arnold Almighty Allen. To me, it's like one of the best fight names of all time. I don't know what it is about it, but just I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, what about the return? Do you? I mean, you need to make up for some lost time here. Do you want to get back in there relatively quickly?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a month back in England just to chill with my family. I've been away for like nearly the last year, so I spent a few weeks here at home with my family. Like my granddad's a bit sick, so I'm gonna go see him, make sure I catch up with him. But yeah, I'd like to fight we're out in the middle of the year now, aren't we? But September will be cool. A few people sent me suggestions for September, maybe late August. I'm back to Montreal in July, so from there I'll be preparing for a fight. I'm going to be training here, but it's not the same level as TriStar, to be honest.
Right. Anyone now that you're on this winning streak, I saw. I mean, it's one of the best winning streaks at 145. Who comes to mind?
Right. No one really. You know what? Like I always have thoughts, and I speak to Faraz, and he'll tell me otherwise, or And I've never taught a world champion. I've never been a world class coach, so there's a reason I go to him for advice, and I listen to him. So I just wait for Faraz to tell me what to do.
When is that money supposed to hit the bank account?
I don't know. I think it was because it was a Sunday, and then in England it was a bank holiday Monday. And then
Yeah.
I guess so. It's all been messed up. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So you get the show, the win, and the performance bonus. This is great.
Yes, sir. It should be good.
Any plans as far as what you're going to do with it, or just try to save it?
I was thinking about buying my dad a truck.
Okay.
Just wants a beat up old truck, like a really bad truck.
All right.
But that's what he wants. So I'm gonna have a look, see if I can find one. I'm gonna see what I can get.
Last thing for you, Arnold. What was the atmosphere like? First UFC event in Liverpool. Did it live up to your expectations? Did it exceed them? What was it like in there?
It was great. It was great. It was electric. You know, like the fans in Liverpool, they're very passionate about their sport, especially football. I was out Saturday night watching the Champions League final. Obviously, they didn't win, but there was grown men in the streets crying. You know, like it was crazy. It was a crazy weekend in Liverpool. And, obviously, for Darren Till, it was crazy watching his walkout, Sweet Caroline. You know,
Yeah,
it was really cool.
it was a great atmosphere.
I hope to do something like that myself one day. You know, with my own. I don't know about my own town, but maybe London. That's close enough.
Yeah. Well, you deserve it. 4-0 now in the UFC.
Thanks,
great comeback win, and welcome back. We missed you, Arnold. So I'm looking forward to.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's a pleasure and honor. You crack me up. I enjoy it very much. So and your number one fan is Luke Barnett. This guy is really championing your cause. He's always building you up.
Yeah,
so
he is. He has been from day one. Yeah, he has been. Great guy.
I wish you the best. Enjoy your time out. Enjoy your time off, and please keep the mustache for us. It's looking great.
I will do.
All right.
I can't shave it now.
Absolutely, and please say hello to Pacer for us as well.
I will do.
All right. Thank you, Arnold. All the best.